Good afternoon and welcome to Basic Outlook Training. This is Adrian Thomas with WizKids Tech, and I'll be sharing the next few minutes with you as we walk through some of the new features, how to access, and some commonly asked questions of Outlook online. Now, as we're moving through the material, for the sake of time, questions that come up, I ask you to please enter them into the chat box in the GoToMeeting area with your name, your question. My colleagues and I will address all the questions, answer them, and share them with the entire organization. As well, this will be recorded and shared with the staff. So let's jump in. At the top of our agenda, we have course agenda, logging into Office 365, basic viewing options, signatures, stationery, and fonts, new email, automatic replies, deleted items, creating folders, moving mail, calendars, contacts, searching, and productivity. And for the sake of time, I'll hit on the most important ones. Office 365 has done a great job at being rather intuitive for new users. So, in order to access our online webmail, we're going to have to open a web browser. I am using the web browser Chrome, Google Chrome's version. So in my taskbar, I simply go to the application, enter Chrome, which we are seeing on our screen right now. I will go up to the address bar and type in office.com. If you do manage to remember the specific web address of your organization's email, that's great. Office and Microsoft has really made it easy for us in that all we have to do is enter office.com and we'll be directed to the site and our email login. So let's go ahead and log in office.com. And here we are. We are actually already logged in from another session. Let's log out and show you how to do this from the start. And we're signed out. So this is the page that you'll land on upon logging in. And it's microsoftoffice.com, their general website, the web address, office.com. Simply go into sign in. And I'm going to show you what it looks like at a brand new email. So you're going to have this search area where you would enter your mouse and type in your web address. On Microsoft.com. This is a fake test account. Select sign in and enter your password. Your password is the same password you use to log into your workstation in the morning, which is really nice. You're not managing multiple passwords. And for the sake of security, we're going to have you change your password periodically. So it's really nice that you're not changing your workstation password and then you have to change your email password. They all sync. It's a single password, single sign-on through Microsoft's cloud. So just again, your password to log in is the same password you log in to your workstation in the morning. And for those who are just arriving, we are accessing Office 365 online. In order to find your account online, simply open up a web browser and go to office.com. Hit enter, and here's your area to log in. You simply select sign in. In the event that you haven't signed into that workstation yet, it'll look something like this where you enter your email address, and hit sign in. It'll take you to your password page, and I was just covering passwords. Your password for your online Office account is the same password as the password you use when you log into your workstation in the morning. They sync together. So you're not changing one password here and changing the other there and managing multiple passwords. It's really nice in that it syncs with Microsoft's cloud. So let's type in our password, hit enter, and I'm going to say, sure, you can keep me signed in. Just a matter of preference, you can say no. Here is the landing page. This is Microsoft Office 365 homepage. Office 365 is far more than Outlook webmail. It actually provides applications such as OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, ShareNote, Skype for Business, Yammer, Teams. We're going to stick to Outlook webmail today. So much to cover in so little time. So in this blue area in the middle of your screen, that's where those applications are displayed. We simply want to select Mail. Select Mail. It'll open in a new tab and it logs you into your inbox. As my inbox is loading, I'm going to cover a few areas of what we're looking at today. At the very top bar, that's our Office 365 options bar. You can select this blue icon with the squares. It's an array of squares. Select that, and we get our apps launcher. So in case I needed to go into Word, I would drop down here to my Word. We're not going to be in there again today, so let's close that. Simply one click, opens and close. Let's go to the far right of this Outlook options bar. We have Skype, we have our reminders, we have settings. We'll be working out of settings quite a bit. The question mark is your help tool, and lastly, your account. And a single click will open these in a drop-down menu. A single click will close them. On your far left in the middle of the screen, you have your folder pane, such as Inbox, Sent Items, Deleted Items. Go to Inbox, select a piece of mail, and it opens up in your reading pane, the majority of your screen here on the right side. Right now we're in Mail view. If you wanted to go to your calendar, maybe set a new appointment, simply go down to the bottom left side of your screen. These icons down here at the bottom left of your screen, underneath our folder pane, these are your navigation options. You can see that in blue is our mail icon. If we click the calendar, or if we click contacts or tasks, it will take us to those respective areas. Let's go back up to our Office Outlook options bar, the black bar at the very top, and go over to your gear icon, your settings. Single click your settings, and let's scroll down to display settings. Display settings is an area that you might want to customize the look and feel of Office. I just entered display settings, and we have a variety of options. I am under the reading tab page. There's also a message list, conversations. Let's change our reading pane. Right now it's showed in the right side of our window. So we have our folder pane, our inbox, and our reading pane. That's actually the content of the message. If we select reading pane at the bottom, it will be displayed at the bottom, correlating with that. I like to keep it on the right because it actually gives me the whole entire body of the email. I can see previous replies in that email thread a lot easier than I can when the screen is split in half like this. And let's save changes. I'm just going to show you what that looks like when the reading pane's on the bottom. So it's a real condensed view, and you can see how little I can see out of that reading pane. So let's go back up to our settings and change it back to reading pane on the right. Once again, Office option bar, black bar at the top, settings. I'm already in settings. I can close and open with a single click. Scroll down to display settings, single click, and your reading pane tab. Show reading pane on the right. Hit OK, and that will save those changes, and you're good. This settings area is a great area to simply be familiar with. We're going to do a lot of the training out of our settings options, your app settings down below at the very bottom on that tab. It's simply a good area to be familiar with. A lot happens there, and empowering yourself with Office will increase your productivity and make your life a lot happier. There's often one of those nagging issues with Outlook, and you're, how do I get it like that or turn my view back? It's probably happening right here. Signatures, stationery, and fonts is also in your settings tab. So let's scroll down to the bottom of those options down to mail. Blue mail written out, single click, and it opened up this window, mail options. Right now, I'm under the Mail tab in Options. On the far left, you can see a variety of options. Let's scroll down to Layout. The Layout tab is expanded, and we're going to go to Email Signature. Single-click Email Signature, and here we are. We have the option to automatically include signatures on every new message I compose, automatically include signatures on messages I forward or reply to. And then here's the body of that signature. You can highlight text, bold, italicize, underline, change the color, and save. That email signature is now ready to use. Let's go back over to this drop-down menu to the left of your screen, down to Message Format, single-click Message Format. And here is your style and font of new composing messages. You can choose Always Show BCC, Always Show From in that new mail message. I'll show you what that looks like when we get to a new message. And choose your font, simple drop down, and your text color. Let's go gray, text color, and bold. Font size, standard font size is anywhere from 10, 11, and 12 point font. It might be convenient to read your inbox or type and visually see at 20 point font, but remember, your recipients, the people you're sending messages to, are also going to see your emails come through in 20 point font. So let's stay at that happy medium, that 11 point font. Save at the top of your screen, and that is ready to use. Let's get out of our options. For that, go to your drop-down menu to the left, up to Options and the back arrow, and we're back in our inbox. And let's close settings for now. We'll be out of there for a moment. The black options bar at the very top, single click the gear icon. All right, now let's compose a new mail message. Right below that black Outlook options bar is another options bar. And these options are going to change whether you're in the mail or the calendar or the contacts. So new mail is actually our first option. The very, very first option above your folder pane is search. We're going to go mail, new message. Single click new message. And you're composing a new mail in your reading pane to the right here. Your to line, your CC line, subject line, and the body. There's also editing features down below. You can discard this draft. You can send the message. You can also attach. So to attach, there's two places where you can do that. The options bar above the compose box, and then down below the compose box. Again, I'll highlight those two areas, above the compose box and below the compose box. Let's use the feature above the compose box, single click attach, and go down to the option computer. I'm going to attach a document on my computer. And let's do presentations, open. And you have some options in how you want to share this file. You can upload it and share it as a OneDrive link. We're going to stay out of OneDrive and maintain business continuity throughout the organization and use attachments simply as attached copies. So you're going to choose attach a copy, attach as a copy. Single click that, and it's attached as a Word document right there above the body of your message. And send it off. And there you go. On the far right of our compose line, our to line is our blind copy. Select blind copy, and now you have the option to send that blind copy. All right, let's discard that draft. Discard. I do not want to keep that as a draft. And next I want to get into automatic replies. Automatic replies are really handy and especially easy to use here in Office 2016 version, the Outlook 2016. You can set an automatic reply in advance, which is really handy. If you're going to be out of the office, say next week, and you don't want to have that same day trying to finish all your responsibilities and rush out of the office, or perhaps you're already out of the office and you need to set your out of office reply. You don't actually have to be in the office on your workstation desktop to set that automatic reply. You can be ready to board the plane and out of town. So let me show you how to do that. Let's go up to our black options bar at the very top, to our gear icon, drop down. The first option actually is our automatic replies. Single click, and here are your options. Don't send automatic replies. I am not currently on vacation, unfortunately. Go down to send automatic replies and send replies only during this time period. When this box is checked, you will have these options right here: start time, end time, and the exact time you want this message to engage and stop. That's the area I highlighted. Say I'm going to be out of the office from the 22nd to December 1st, Thanksgiving break, and I want an automatic reply to be sent during that time. I don't have to change anything so long as I set my date, set my return time, and save. Select OK. But first, you're going to want a message to be sent out. You're going to have two boxes. The first box correlates to people inside your organization, and the bottom box, the second box, correlates to the people outside your organization: prospects, clients, patients, vendors, for example. Now, why would you want two messages to go out to two different people? Well, perhaps you have some colleagues you work closely with, and you want to give them your cell phone number in case of an emergency. So here you would say, hello team, I'm out of the office until the 1st of December. For urgent issues, please contact my cell phone at da-da-da-da-da. For people outside your organization, you don't necessarily want them to have your cell phone. So let's type a different message. Hello, thank you for reaching out. I'm sorry I missed you. I'm on vacation until December 1st. For urgent issues, please connect with my colleague, Susan. Her email address and direct line is da-da-da-da-da. And you can go up to OK, and that will save that duration of automatic replies being sent out. Once again, unfortunately, I'm not going to be on vacation over this time. So let's hit cancel and single click your gear icon that closes settings. Email management is a great way to stay on top of your inbox, especially if you have a lot of newsletters coming in or white paper kind of material, and it just kind of clutter. It just adds to the hectic schedule you're already managing, and you're missing those important emails. So I'm going to cover deleting items and what to do when you accidentally deleted the wrong item and you need to recover that. So I'm in my inbox. I'm deleting a couple items, and shucks, I just deleted a message from a client regarding firewalls. So where did that go? You can find that email in your folder pane on the far left side of your window, down to the folder deleted items, and scan through your deleted folder. You can see items I deleted today. You can see one item I deleted yesterday. And let's select the, here we go. Now, moving mail is really simple. You can do it a couple ways. You can right-click that piece of mail, and a drop-down, you can do a number of items. Go down to Move, back to my inbox, and that just moved that mail back to my inbox. You can also drag and drop to the folder you want. To do that, simply select that piece of mail, and I'm going to drag it to my inbox, to a folder, or to deleted items. Now, dragging and dropping, you have to be careful. It's really easy to drop it in the wrong folder and spend the next 20, 30 minutes looking for that piece of mail, and it's lost in the ether of Outlook. So best practice is to either right-click, drop-down menu, move, inbox, or your respective destination, or select your piece of mail, and that option bar I mentioned earlier has the option to move to as well. Select move to, and you have some respected options. This is a deleted calendar appointment, so I can't move a calendar appointment to my inbox. It has to be moved to my calendar. A piece of mail, go up to my options bar, move to, inbox, several options. So in recap, we covered logging into Office 365, some basic viewing options, how to adjust your signature and fonts, composing a new mail message, automatic replies, deleted items and recovering them, and now I want to cover creating folders, another email management tip. Say, let's create a subfolder to our deleted items. Maybe we want to keep newsletter items, for example, that have some pertinent content, get them out of our inbox, but somewhere we can manage that's less important. Let's create a subfolder. So you select the folder, the main folder you want that subfolder to be. We said deleted items, select and right click, create new subfolder. It gives you a name. Let's call this newsletters and hit enter. So now we can go to our inbox, find mail that we want to be there in our new folder under deleted items called newsletters. Right click, move that mail to our new folder under deleted items. Move to a different folder, and we have an additional dialog box with specific places. We said deleted items, newsletters. Select move, and there you go. That has been moved. Let's get into calendars. Now, for calendars, we're going to go down to our navigations options, which again is the bottom left side of your screen. We have mail, calendar, contacts, and tasks. We're currently in mail. You can tell because it is in blue. Let's go to calendar. Select your calendar. It opens up in the same screen. And just like composing a new mail message, composing a new calendar appointment is done at the top bar with those correlating options. You can see that my options have changed because I'm now making new calendar appointments and not mail appointments, mail messages. Let's create a new appointment. Again, those options have carried over. You can see I can attach a file, I can discard this draft, I can save the appointment. Details of the appointment, enter a title, let's say training, a location. Our location could be GoToMeeting. What's really neat with Office 365 online version is we're already online connected to the internet, so it actually syncs geographic locations. And it's really nice. I'm not opening up a web page to find the Google Maps and their address because it's all done right here. Say I wanted to set a training at Dunn Brothers next door, Dunn Brothers Coffee. Here we go. And I just picked my respective Dunn Brothers. That is really awesome. My start time, let's pick Wednesday the 15th. And time of the training. I can set this to a recurring appointment every 15th of the month, every third Wednesday. And at the very bottom, we have a compose section. So if I wanted some notes on this training, or maybe I was laying out an agenda here, it's really handy. I can write some tips or maybe a website. I can add a link to my GoToMeeting session. I can add a quick message to the attendees. Let's add some attendees to this training. For that, let's go to people at the top right, kind of middle section in the search bar. We have a drop down of suggested and recent contacts. We can scroll that, insert somebody. You can also type out a user and you get that autofill, hit enter. And this defaults to a check request response. So when I hit send, at the top options bar, the first option, send, it will require them to respond RSVP. They can accept, decline, reply with a new proposed date, etc. When they do, I will be notified of that as well. One last thing in a new calendar appointment, attach at the very top options bar, attach a document, scroll down to computer, and here you go. Select presentations, open. Our two options in how we want to share the file. We're not going to upload to OneDrive. We are going to attach as a copy. This will attach that document as a copy. It was currently a Word document, so it will be attached as a Word document. Select attach a copy, and there's my attachment just above the body, the compose area of my message. To remove attendees, simply go back to your attendees list and hit your X, and now I have no attendees. Let's save this appointment, and it will be on Wednesday the 15th at 3:30 to 4:30. There's a preview, the subject line, training, and the location, Dunn Brothers Coffee, location, and you can see it has an attachment. Some organizations like to have colleagues share their calendars. Sharing your calendar is very simple. To do that, let's go up to our blue options bar, share, single click share, and type in the colleague at your organization you'd like to share your calendar with. And hit enter. I got an autofill right there. This is really important. This drop-down menu is going to set the permissions and how that user that you're sharing your calendar with can access details. Single click that drop-down. You can select they can view when I'm busy, they can view titles and locations, or they can view entire details. Let's do they can view when I'm busy. And you hit share, and now they will see your calendar with blocks of time when you're free or when you're busy. If you select they can view titles and locations, they will be able to see the subject and the location. They will not be able to double click that appointment and view entire details. For that level of permission, you have to choose can view all details. And share, and you're good. I am going to delete this and exit out. You can click away from this dialog box, and it didn't save. So users that have full details, they will be able to double click an appointment on your calendar, see the full details, view any attachments. Let's get out of here. There's two ways to get out of here. You can, at your blue options bar to the far right, hit the X or click away. I don't want to save any changes I made, discard changes. Moving right along, we're going to go back down to our navigations options. Bottom left side of your screen, mail, calendar, contacts. Let's go to contacts. And that opened up our contacts window. Not too much I want to cover here, just show you how to create a new contact, options, and the correlating responses to our contacts view. Select new contact and enter your information. This would be a great way to add information from a business card per se. There's another way to add a contact, and for that, let's go back to our mailbox. Click away. To get back to your mailbox, we're going to go back down to our navigations option at the bottom left side of your screen. Hit your mail option. Ta-da, we are in our mailbox. Let's say I wanted to add, this being a test account, I don't have a lot of mail coming in from outside my organization. Let's go to a piece of mail and say this is the contact I received something from, and I want to add them as a contact in my Outlook contacts. You can hover over that name and you can see it gives me a variety of information. It actually shows me some information that we've had back and forth. If this was a brand new contact you've never added, you can hit this icon right here, more options, and add contact. This is already a contact, so my only options are to edit or share the contact. New contacts, all you do is go to the piece of mail, hover over the to line or the from line, more options, add contact. That way you're saving a bit of time and there's some preloaded information in that contact file. Some productivity tips I want to leave with you. Key commands. There's 2 key commands that I'll show you how to do in your inbox. One is on your keyboard, press the letter N. First of all, we have to be in our mailbox. So go down to the bottom left side of your screen under Mail. We're already there. On your keyboard, press the letter N, and we had a shortcut to create a new mail message. Just a time saver. Just a time saver there. There's one more productivity tip I want to show you, and that's automatically replying to a message. Say I want to reply to this email about Sonic Wall life cycles. Select the piece of mail and press the letter R on your keyboard. And we are already replying to that email. Discard, don't save changes. Just a few productivity tips. I don't want to overload you guys. There's a lot that you can do. One last item that's really important to Office 365 Online is the feature that you can work from when you don't have internet. Sometimes you might be traveling with your laptop or working in a place with really poor reception and you won't have internet for a while. If you know that going into that space or that event or traveling, this is what you can do. Let's go up to our options bar, scroll over to your gear, select your gear icon, and go down to offline settings. Select offline settings and turn on or off offline access. This will give you the ability to work out of several files such as your inbox, your calendar, so you can set appointments, you can look at appointments without having an internet connection. You can also respond to email, and since you're not connected to the internet, it won't send that email and you won't receive a new email. However, you can still work, view, and write replies. If you say write a reply and press send, it will go to your outbox folder under your folder pane, outbox, and sit in your outbox until you're connected to the internet. So I might be working as a passenger on my way to an appointment out of state, and I'm drafting up some emails. Next time I go stop in a Starbucks and I turn my computer on, my outbox is going to send to those recipients. And that is the bulk of today's training. As we work through some more features here, we'll be doing some additional training videos, perhaps in the next 6 to 12 months as we're rolling out some of the additional applications Microsoft Office 365 has to offer, such as Skype for Business, OneDrive, Excel, Word, etc. You'll also have a mobile download, so you can have mail on the go, which is really handy. Outlook has a wonderful application that can go on Android and iPhone mobile devices, as well as tablets. That's all I have for you today. I hope it was beneficial, and we're really looking forward to setting you guys up in Outlook Online. Thanks, and hope you have a wonderful afternoon, guys. Take care.